About to get this new episode started. It's like a solo man show today. That's what we do. It's all good, you know. We gotta make this. We got 2 calling in, so we should be able to make this thing rock tonight. Get it popping. You know, this is what we do. You dig? That's what we do, baby. Yeah, we gotta press forward. Super Bowl. Hot topic today. All right, we're gonna get started and then I'm gonna call these boys, see if they're ready, you know? That's what we do. 4. Yeah, we had to throw a little reggae in there, you know, just to kind of get it popping, get this show started. About to get these guys on the line. We doing a little virtual class, you know, little call-in. This is what we doing, man. You know, it's episode 27, Super Bowl, tomorrow, Sunday. It's going to be a good game. Can't wait. Definitely going to be a good one. What's up, D Springs? He's technology challenged, ladies and gentlemen, so it's okay. You know, he old, so, you know, he don't know how to work his phone. We should see him. I should show the camera. I should show the camera how you doing your phone. Hey, bro, look. How the Achilles doing? Yeah, you started therapy yet? Oh, yeah? I'm sure it's hard, though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it is. You got to do what you got to do. How long the recovery going to be? Okay. That's around the corner. Yeah, shit, that's around the corner, boy. Oh, yes? But yeah, that might be worse than walking with, with 2 crutches, dog. But don't that put more pressure on your other leg? You got the orthopedic. Ah, yeah, yeah. Yo, that's crazy, bro. How like we going through at this age, got to go through all these injuries and the slow to recover. Now you got to be wearing orthopedic shoes. Ah, okay. So so you out here, man, you out here looking crazy out here, dog. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you, dog. I feel you. So, man, look, I know you got your game at 4 o'clock, man. Who y'all play today? Basketball. We talking real bad basketball. So I expect a blowout. Mm-hmm. Basketball? Wow. Oh, you see, that be them gems, dog. Just because they haven't played organized football, that doesn't mean the kid can't play, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Shit, sound like you found you one, boy. Oh yeah, that boy got that Syracuse Jim Boeheim defense, boy. That 2-3, that 2-3, huh? So why you play zone? Because you don't have the foot speed on defense, the defenders. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So at this age, do they have like the blowout rule? Oh, okay. So if you don't bring home the championship, it's an epic fail. I bet. Yeah, yeah. Right, right, right. You ready? It's all good. So y'all play at 4 o'clock today. Today is Saturday, and February 11th. My man D Spring's we're gonna get his input. Let's get to it, bro. Waiting on JD. He may join, may not join. Shout out to Keon. Shout out to Keon. He out in Arizona enjoying the festivities with the Super Bowl. Super Bowl was it 57? Yeah, 57. So he out there. Yeah, Mr. First Take. He better be out there repping. I know that. He better have on podcast, underwear, hat, shirt on, hoodie. Like he better be representing the hall. He better come back with some contacts. I don't want to come back with all this BS. So as Key, you listen to this, Key, you better have some contacts for us as me. I know you didn't see some stars out there. I know you didn't saw some stars out there. All right, man. Let's get to it, man. Super Bowl tomorrow, February 12th. Give me the keys to Kansas City winning. Yeah. Oh yeah, they build right in the trenches. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit, Reddick, like big play Slay, big play Slay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Probably. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I think, bro, if for me, if Kansas City to win, can the receiving core give Kelsey some help? Right? Like Van Scatlin, Valdez Scatlin. I think Juju's back this week. They got Tony back. Can those three guys give Kelsey? Kelsey gonna do him. We know that, right? Kelsey gonna probably get about 10 targets this game. He gonna probably get 100 yards. But who can help? Uh, who can help? You know, the receiving core get started, right? Like Cloud, he been going all year, dog. So I'm not really, I don't think he gonna really, be able to help them that much. Because I think, between number one, McKinnon, and what's the old boy name, number 10, the rookie. Yeah, I think, bro, I think they pretty much, took his position, dog. So I'm not really kind of banking on Hilaire to give me anything. Like if he give KC something, that's a true bonus, right? That's just a true bonus. It's a true bonus that he gonna give them anything, right? So I want to see, can that receiving core give Kelsey some help, right? And in the last what 3 Super Bowls, Patty hasn't played well, right? Can Patty play better than he's played in the last 3 Super Bowls? Like he has to play better, right? He got 4 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, right? Like can he play better to get them over the hump? Because Philly has one of the best defenses in the league. The ankle is not going to probably be no question, nothing wrong with the ankle. I believe you got 2 weeks to rest. Like Patty has to play better, and then you got to block him, right? Because Reddick coming, Sue, Graham, they got one of the better D lines in the league. They got one of the better D lines. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. They gotta give Kelsey some help because I think, Philly, it's gonna be hard to take Kelsey away. Like Kelsey gonna get him, but they're gonna need them other guys to be able to step up and give Patty that, that help that Kelsey's gonna need. Yeah, we want to welcome my man JD in the building. He need a clap for him because he strolled in, Mr. CEO.
Yeah, I couldn't make it home in time, so I actually had to come here first.
Okay.
So it made more sense just to come this direction than to try to make it home and be a part of the broadcast, man. So it was a pick that I had to make real quick. I could, I don't believe in texting and driving, so I didn't doing a text.
Okay.
So you got to cut that back up. I had it up already.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, man. So we're back we're in the building. So I was listening to what you guys were saying. I mean, I heard a couple of things about Patty and some other stuff that's going on, and so Patty's only played in 2 Super Bowls.
Like 3rd and 4 years, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
This is his 3rd Super Bowl. So I know you made that comment this minute ago. I just want to make sure that correction is out there. He's played in 2 Super Bowls, but he has not played well in either Super Bowl. So that's something that he's going to have to address going into this game. And it's probably, if you pay attention, I mean, the game against Tampa Bay, he was already walking in kind of behind the 8 ball because his O-line had went down throughout the playoffs. So he didn't have an O-line that particular Super Bowl. So everybody kind of knew this was going to be a struggle with Tampa Bay. The San Francisco game was kind of surprising because at the time, that game, the Kansas City Chiefs offense was humming. Mm-hmm. They were playing very well. They had just beat Tennessee in the I think it was Tennessee. I think it was either Tennessee or I think it was his Tennessee game they won.
Yep.
They had just beat Tennessee and they were rolling in, and a lot of people thought that they were going to go in there and run through San Fran, and San Fran defense showed them a lot of different looks. Got after the quarterback, caused a couple of turnovers, and was really 1 or 2 throws away from winning. So that right there says a lot. Mm-hmm. So we gotta hope that and consider that if Philly defense and defensive line is what we think they are, this can't be a struggle game for Patty Mahomes, and they need to play him. He needs to play very well for them to win this game. This is it came in as a pick'em game. I think Philly's still 1.5 point favorite. And there's a reason why, because they look at the fact that Philly's defense can get pressure, will get after Mahomes, and Mahomes will make mistakes, especially in the middle of that type of game. It's something that you're going to see. It happens. And Mahomes is going to have to figure out what it is for him to make sure that he be as efficient as possible. Because you just see it. You see it now. You can see this coming to a head where Philly defense makes those plays, and then we already see what Philly offense is doing, because the Philly offense is a humming machine as well, and they run the ball and they run that clock down, and Patty Mahomes only gets so many possessions, so he's got to be efficient as possible. With the new receiving core, a lot of them are hurt, a lot of them are banged up, so that's gonna come in play. That receiving core is gonna be a major question mark. So we're going to have to see how that's going to work for him. Running game is going to be a question mark. Yeah. We're going to see how that's going to work for him. Kelsey's the only sure thing he really going to see in the O-line. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this turned around. Looking forward to this type of Super Bowl. This is a lot of questions in the air.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah. You think about the Jalen aspect. Jalen Hurts, is he healthy? A lot of people feel like he's not. I don't think he is either. I think his shoulders still bother him. The way you see him, where he's throwing the ball, he's not as accurate. His D-ball has been suffering from it. So can he get that touch back? Can he get that accuracy back? How well does he need to play for them to win? He hasn't played great in the 2 playoff games, but he's played well enough for them to win. He's not made any mistakes. Yeah,
they didn't really need him. I think they need the MVP, Jalen, that's been playing well all season. They've done enough. Running game been killing it. 49er game, they could have had me back there. Probably play quarterback and won that one.
But that's by chance. This game right here, you're not going to have a by chance type situation. You hope not. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what can they do on that end. What can they do on that end as far as, with Jalen being efficient as possible, playing well, receiving court. Because they're going to have an advantage with their receivers. I don't care what anybody says. Their receivers going to be a big advantage. They're going to be a big advantage against them and those DBs. They're just too quick, too fast, too explosive. Their tight ends should have an advantage. Yeah. Their running game should be an advantage. Chris Jones is strong. He's a good player, man. But what else? They're going to be more than that. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how that turn the events when it comes to the Philly's offense, because I think that's going to be the biggest thing. Philly offense against Kansas City's defense. I think that's going to be major. We always say that, but I really feel like this is going to be a major situation. What's going to happen with that? That's going to be telling the game. I think KC's going to be offense going to be KC's offense, but that defense,
they got to show up.
I got to see what they're going to do against Philly, because Philly they've scored 11 out of 17 games on their first drive.
Yeah, they're rolling, bro.
That's going to say a lot. If they come down there and score again, that means they mean business. They're efficient. They're going to play well. It is what it is, because that's what they've been doing all season.
Yeah.
It's not going to change if they go out and do it again. So I look forward to seeing this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. So D, what's your keys to the Philly game, bro? Oh yeah. Yeah, and they don't have that big play offense without Cheetah and I think is Mikael Holman playing. So that's another big piece of not having them. Look, I can throw a hitch and he go 80, 90 yards. They don't have that type of offense. Yeah.
Because Philly's defense has been their strength all. Their D line's been their strength all season.
Mm-hmm.
Their corners make plays, but not like that D line. Yes, you got Carter, Sue's, Flexa Cox.
They got Sweat.
So they come in waves, and they're gonna come after him in the entire game. And listen, let's see how healthy that ankle is.
Yeah, you got to
that ankle looked okay, looked good at times, and it didn't plague him. But you have to realize, a few plays Cincinnati got back there, but not too often. So now when you got an efficient D line like you have with the Philadelphia Eagles, this is gonna be different. This is gonna be a different type of game plan they're gonna have to play. They're gonna have to get this ball out quick. And listen, I think on these type of plays, this is where big play Slay thrives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He can sit on it. So I find that something that hopefully he's been doing his film watching. Hopefully he can see a play out there he can make a play on. Like, it's gonna be interesting.
They lead the league in sacks, so they coming. Yeah, I think Philly, bro. For me, which Jalen are we gonna get? Right, like this is the biggest stage of them all. They really didn't need him so far.
I don't think Jalen's been inconsistent all season. So when you say which Jalen,
that's what I'm saying. So after he got hurt, he hasn't been playing like lights out like he's played before he got hurt.
But he's injured.
That's what I'm saying. But
he's not gonna play well.
But you still got to play. Like he still has to be that MVP performer for them to play. I think to really beat Kansas City. Like can't get the.
I can understand you saying if you feel like he can beat Kansas City,
he can if he's healthy.
He has to play at an elite level. But I can't agree with you when you say like which Jalen are we gonna see, because he's played consistently the same all season except when he got injured.
Right? Is he healthy or not?
Now, if you're saying, hey, listen, he needs to be healthy enough to play well so they can win this game. Absolutely, I agree 100%. Absolutely, he has to be 100% healthy for them to win. He needs to be at least 95% healthy for them to win. Yeah. But when you say like with Jalen, he's been consistent. He hasn't hurt him all season, and he didn't hurt him in the last 2 playoff games. So he consistently has been himself. He ran against the Giants. He ran the ball well. When the 49ers, when the game kind of got a little dicey and they were stacking on offense, they started running Jalen, and Jalen ran the ball well. Mm-hmm. It's just a difference of like which strategy they're going to use for this game.
Yeah, they gotta go all out. Like,
does he have to throw the ball? Does he make the throws that need to for them to win? Yes, that may be concerning. That may be a concerning situation where can he make those throws that he's made all season?
Yeah, no doubt. And he gotta be able to be effective in the run game, right? They can't hold him back thinking he might get hit on the shoulder. Like, this is the last game, man. You don't get this opportunity.
Hell, they haven't been holding him back.
I'm saying they haven't been running him a lot like they
yes, they have.
The Giants game, they didn't really need him as much.
Did you watch the game against the Giants and 49ers? They ran him for
he wasn't like running like he was prior to the injury.
Yes, he was.
Like he was getting out of bounds. Like he was seeking contact.
They had designed runs for him.
They need to do the same thing. Like, he has to be the MVP candidate, Jalen, throwing the ball, getting about 250 to 300 yards. I need almost 100. I need that running game with Miles Sanders. He's been playing well all year. I think that'll help take the pressure off, having to make all the throws. But the running game, and can they defensively, Philly, limit the big plays for Kelsey? We know he's going to make some, but we can't have him go off the way he get over 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. They have to limit that some kind of way. Do they put Bradbury in the slot? Maybe shade him with a linebacker? Because I think C.J. Gardner-Johnson just by itself won't be able to stop him. So I want to see that matchup, how they defensively try to slow Kelsey down.
I mean, back to what you just originally said. Like, Jalen's played consistent the entire season. He has not came off the same level of play the entire season. The dip he had was based off injury. So can he play mistake-free football without those injuries or that injury plaguing him? That's gonna be a big question mark. Can he make? Because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna put 8 in the box and they're gonna force Jalen to make those throws.
Yeah.
But he still hasn't hurt them, and they've ran Jalen. I mean, they ran him in the Giants game. That was the conversation that came out that game, and so was this conversation that came out the championship game. Was they were running him too much, because a lot of people felt like, if he had a shoulder injury, why are you running him the way you're running him? But I mean, if you feel like he's healthy enough to make those type of plays, you got to make plays. And so, like I said, he's going to have to make the throws. But I don't think he's hurt them. He hasn't hurt them all season. Yeah. And if he keeps doing what he's doing, I mean, they still can win this game.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It's really going to be key on. Like I said, the key is going to be the line of scrimmage, 100%.
Yeah.
Philly O-line is a plus. Can they move Kansas City out the way? They've moved every team out of the way all season. Period. They've moved every D-line, even the Dallas D-line was a good D-line. They moved them too. Can they continue to play well the way they're doing? If they do that, Philly come back with a trophy. They come back with the Super Bowl win. They're going to have to grease down the poles again.
Yeah, they're going to be wild.
And they're going to have to do what they have to do.
Yeah, they're gonna be on one.
So, because they don't play, they're gonna have to grease down on poles and figure it out. D, man, what you think, man?
Yeah. Most deaf. All right, man. Super Bowl pick'ems. It's our last pick'ems for the year. Super Bowl edition. I'm gonna start out with D Springs. Who you got, brother? Oh, you got KC? Okay. Yeah, this is a tough game. It's real close, evenly matched teams. But I think Jalen and them going to make enough plays. Philly, 31-27.
I think this is going to be I think Philly. I'm going to pick Philly for this game. If I had to give you a score, I think this score is going to be more of a 27-17, 31-20 type game. I feel like Philly's just got too much defense and too much offense. They're the better team, and a lot of people lean on Pat Mahomes. This offense gets stagnant a lot. I mean, I mean, you're watching. They talk about Pat Mahomes how great he is, but people forget he only put up 23 points. And Pat Mahomes is going to make a mistake. He made a mistake in Cincinnati. He made a mistake in the game before that. I feel like that's going to be critical for this one. I just don't see it, man. I don't see that offense being able to move that ball up and down the field against Philly. I just don't see it. So 31-20, maybe 27-10 type of game, 27-14 or 27-20, something like that. But I think this would be a 7 to 10 point win for Philly.
Whew. Yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. Just looking forward to it. All right, man. So that's our last segment for football probably this year. We may dump into a recap next week or so. But let's get back to the wild NBA, man. It's been a crazy trade deadline. Headlined by KD going to the Phoenix Suns. D Springs, give me your thoughts on the NBA trade deadline, the transaction. Shit, man, Crowder ain't play all year, bro. My expectation for Crowder will be low, bro. Yeah. Yeah, they ain't doing nothing. Yeah, I like Bamba. Yeah. Yeah, rest of that. He'll be at the Rose Bowl with him. Gonna see. We gonna see. Yeah, he is out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. JD.
I mean, I like a lot of the moves. I mean, first of all, where can the Lakers go? They can only go up or down, and at this point, I mean, they had to make a move. They had to make some change um, because of the fact that one, they want to be relevant. They want LeBron to be happy, but I mean, I think maybe it sits a little too late for them to try to put this team together.
Mm-hmm.
Hope that D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley can come in and step in and make the plays they need to make for them to eventually get to the playoffs or at least have a chance at the playing game. Listen, 1 and 2 to me is fine. I have no problem with Memphis. Memphis made the move they need to make. They need another shooter. They got a shooter. Danny Green, a little longer than 2, still can make plays here and there, but they needed somebody who can make that outside shot to spread the floor out. Memphis is gonna be fine. I'm not worried about Memphis at all. I mean, everybody has something to say, but every team's had a 4 to 5 game losing streak in this league this year. It's not one team that's not had a +5 game losing streak. I mean, right now, if I'm not mistaken, the Nuggets on a 4-game losing streak, road game losing streak. Mm-hmm. Like everybody's had losing streaks in this thing. I mean, look, my God, look at the Pelicans. They lost like 9-10 in a row.
Yeah.
And so now they're trying to get healthy again. So I'm not worried about the Grizzlies. I'm not worried about the Nuggets. It's really that 3 through 11. Sacramento Kings ain't slowing down.
Yeah,
I told you.
They're rolling.
I told you they're not slowing down. They got the talent. They finally got their playing with some purpose, and you're gonna start seeing them keep playing better and better. So the West is wide open when it comes to that 3 to 11.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hey, AD looks slow and hurt.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about how they look good, but hey, AD looks hurt. He doesn't look healthy. He's not playing the way he should be playing. He grabbed that hip the other day.
Look, every time that boy hit the floor, you like, oh my God, too.
We're all, they're all up in there and excited about what happened with LeBron, and that's great. That's fantastic. LeBron just got the scoring record. That was like that 3rd, 4th loss in a row.
Shit, they gonna probably lose tonight.
LeBron not playing when they're shorthanded shouldn't fall too good on people's eyes. I don't think that was a very positive thing he could have done.
Yeah.
Being the fact that they're shorthanded, they don't have anybody. You needed that win against the Bucks. It was right there in front of you. The bench was playing well, kept them in the game. They needed somebody to close. AD was in foul trouble. They needed LeBron. LeBron's still on the sideline making faces. I really don't understand that part right there when your team really needs you to get to that next level. Hey, I mean, so I'm taking, they're fine where they're at this season. And then you have things going on with the like I said before, things are going on with the Clippers. Mm-hmm. They need the forwards to line up that they can trust. They still need a point guard to come out the bench. They still need that, and they don't have it. So it's a lot of different things, the nuances that you're seeing out here. The Mavs with Kyrie, they look good.
That boy dropped 74.
Two or 3 games only in, but they look good so far with this matchup. So what they're gonna do with that? That's gonna be big to see how they merge together. Can they play together? Can they get themselves to the next level? I mean, and then we take it to the Suns. Very strong starting 5.
Oh, yeah.
Bench is going to be awful. They're going to have to go out and get some buyouts. Hope some people want out of their contracts and they run down it. Reggie Jackson, they may be calling him.
Yeah.
Even John Wall, maybe they need to be calling him. But they have no bench with the Suns. They gave them a lot to get KD. Mm-hmm. They gave a lot, and they gave a lot future-wise and currently.
Yep.
They gave some core players, core talent, guys who play well in that system. You can get KD. KD can play in any system, but man, that's a lot to give up for KD.
34 in
right.
the Chrome.
So, I mean, what can you do? I mean, it's going to be interesting how the West pans out. The East there were some minor moves here and there. But the top teams are the top teams. I mean, the Celtics are the Celtics. They're gonna be good. And they made some minor moves here, but they're gonna be good. Right? They just need to get healthy. Right? So and if you're not paying attention, the Bucks are starting to hit their groove.
They're rolling.
They're starting to hit their groove now. Giannis is not only looking like an MVP candidate, but he's looking like he is the MVP. And he's still the best player. He's still the best player in the NBA. So you got that going on. The 76ers are still playing well.
Yeah.
You know, the Cavaliers are starting to pick up. They're getting healthy again. They're playing well. It's a lot, bro, but it's going to be a fantastic ending to the season because a lot of teams are getting healthy at the right time, and the talent's there. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works out moving forward.
Yeah, I love all the moves. I think a lot of the teams, especially in the West, where we always talked about the West was wide open. I don't think it's wide open no more. A lot of teams got better. I like what the Suns did, of course, with KD. Can't go wrong with that. I think the Lakers did well enough to where they can at least probably get to maybe the 6th seed. But the time is running out. You got 25-plus games left. His time is now. Like, it's go time for a lot of teams. Hopefully KD comes back right after the All-Star break and we kind of see what Phoenix looking like. And the West is going to be tough, man. The East, I mean, it's a 3-team race in my opinion. I think it's between Philly, Boston, and Jesus Christ, Milwaukee. So
Milwaukee.
I think it's a 3-team race in the East. But I think the West, they're going to beat up on each other. Because they play a lot of each other down the stretch. It's going to be good basketball. Definitely looking forward to it. The Kyrie and Luka. Mark Cuban got to find some way to keep Kyrie long term. Because you don't want to give up what they gave, which I don't think they really gave up too much. But, you got to please Kyrie, and Kyrie want that long term deal. But I think Kyrie being in Dallas, not a major market, he could kind of, lay in the back, chill. He put up 74 last night. Dude, big time, bro. Like, Kyrie is must-see TV on the court. I think he's probably the best finisher at the rim, probably guard-wise. Dude is just phenomenal, man. You just got to keep the other stuff off the court and stay focused. But the trade deadline was definitely amazing, man. Woj just kept...
Oh, it's impact. I mean, you can't just roll Sham, too.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus
Sham and Rose were both
like,
going back and forth and giving us minute by minute notifications of who got traded.
Yeah, bro.
And I loved it.
It was wild.
I loved it. Just seeing all these guys and all these trades. The Pat Bell trade was so funny, though. He had just posted, the clan is back.
Yeah.
And that's how I know he got traded. And it just says a lot, man. Like, I think they were kind of tired of shenanigans going on in LA anyway. Mm-hmm. But he says it's a business. I'd love to hear his comments on how you feel.
Yeah, we're going to see what he talk about. I'm sure he's going to drop something soon.
I mean, yeah. You got to answer that question. How did you feel when you got traded from LA to Orlando? But they're already buying him out. Yeah. So he can go anywhere he wants to go. And that's a new league now. You get traded. People want to move on. You get traded. People buy you out. Then you figure out where you want to go next. But I always don't understand. If you get traded and this is only buy you out, wouldn't that be like you get traded? If you have value, you wouldn't get traded.
Yeah.
And then they buy you out. It's like, you go somewhere else. Like, how you bring value somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, you can go value to a winning team that you feel that needs somebody off the bench. Probably can give you, a few spot minutes. And I think Pat Bev can give you that. Like, with the Lakers, they expected him to be a knockdown shooter, play defense. I don't know if that's Pat Bev game anymore. Right? Pat can give you stretches where he can be harassing people. But to be the main guy like he needed to be in LA, that's just not him anymore.
He was never the main guy.
But he's a cat that plays good defense.
He was never the main guy.
Annoying to where he was a key piece to a lot of teams where, okay, he'd give you a few shots in there, but his main thing was, I'm putting you on this point guard, but harass the shit out of him all game. That's kind of been his game.
But that doesn't mean he's the main guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, you get bought out, bro. That doesn't make sense. Like, and that's the thing I don't understand. Like, how you get bought out? it's still just mind blowing. As if you're that talented, you have that type of that talent, like, and you're still viable. You're not gonna get bought out.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. That's not gonna happen to you. So he got bought out because he just not. I mean, he doesn't bring value to a team like he once did before. A lot of it's more attitude than anything else at this point. So it's just like, how you getting bought out if you're at that level now? I just don't see it. Like, so all these guys, even John Wall, I don't understand the John Wall situation. If John Wall was still had brought value to a team, he wouldn't be getting bought out, and they wouldn't trade him back to Houston. Like, what? I mean, what? I didn't understand the story with John Wall and what happened with the Clippers.
Isn't he hurt?
No, it can't be. You can't trade a player injured.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna pass the physical.
Man. Yeah, he definitely.
Why do you think it was going on with Gary Payton Jr.?
Yeah.
He failed his physical, so he can't be hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the shipping back to the Rockets.
I mean, I don't understand what's going on with him. Like, I don't get it. Like, I that's something that is out of my mind. What's going on with John Wall? John Wall right now, man, that is a situation that is sad to see, because this guy was a very good player, a very talented player, and it just has not turned in his favor since moving forward, since leaving the Wizards, since being traded. Before being traded, though, when he had the Achilles tear here, he just has not been the player that they want him to be. I just don't get it. Like, I'm really watching him, thinking to myself, like, okay, this is a good role for him. He's in LA, great role. Let's go. Here we are.
Yeah, it was definitely a perfect situation for him in LA.
I mean, he really was. I think he was really excited about it. I don't know what happened, man. Like, it's got to be more to a storyline than just, hey, he got hurt. They need a point guard.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't his choice, though. That's the thing I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's going because people are saying, you need to go there. He's not going based off his decision. Houston bought him out.
Yeah,
he told him don't come back, and then eventually bought him out. So it's like, that is people saying, hey, we want you to move on.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Definitely, bro. So let's get to the KD trade. Are the Suns now the favorite in the West? D Springs. Woo. Shit. JD.
I mean, they're a good team. I mean, they're a really good team. But it's kind of hard to see if they're the favorite unless KD's actually playing. So until he's on the court, I can't call them favorites.
Okay.
I need to see what does he look like on that court, in that uniform, with that talent. They're clearly the most talented five. But I'm not sure they're the favorite, but they're clearly the most talented five. Easy, without a doubt. They're the most talented five out there. Like, that's a fact. And, you got to give them that. And they're going to be the most talented five in the West. And their big three is definitely the most talented big three in the West. The favorite to win the championship is going to be tough, like I said, because you got to see what he looks like with that team. And like I just preached a little earlier, not having a core bench, a strong bench play where you have a player who's had Achilles problems, to Achilles tear, who's had some injuries, who's had some issues when it comes to that. That's gonna become a problem. So we got to see them in a actual game time, season time situation to understand whether they're going to be the favorite or not. But they are the most talented 5 in the West, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Booker, CP3, Aiden, and KD, excuse me. And then, I don't know, whoever want to put on the other side.
Yeah, whoever they putting in the line.
Like, they are the most talented 5, hands down. But
Yeah.
I can't say that they're the favorite just yet because, they got to go out there and prove it.
Yeah, I would say TBD, right? It's still, like I said, we got to see it, right? Can CP3 stay healthy down the stretch? KD, you never know. He always injury prone. And I think we got to see what the buyout market look like, right? There's a lot of rumors. A lot of people going to want to go play for him. I think Reggie boy just left the Clippers. Reggie Jackson, he's going to be a popular pick, whether he going to pick Dallas, one of the favorites, Dallas, or whether he going to pick, Phoenix. So I think it's more to be determined just until we see after the All-Star break when Phoenix get their whole team in, kind of see who, what role. But I think, with the bench, you can stagger Booker minutes with KD minutes, with CP. Like, you can kind of stagger it a little bit from a bench standpoint, where you can always have at least one of them on the floor between KD or Booker. But I think they're gonna be real tough coming from. I think now they were probably the 6th seed right now, so I think they're gonna be tough. They're 5, so I think they're gonna definitely make a push towards the top 3 seed within the West. And like I said, I need to see after the All-Star break when KD get back.
Like I said, that's gonna be key. It's about health. Are they gonna be the most healthiest team out there? Because with KD, they're become one of the older teams.
Yeah.
So are you gonna be the more healthier team? And I'm watching them play, and I don't know yet. I gotta see them on the floor. I gotta see them together when they're playing against each other, against other competition. When you look at their big three is definitely the strongest. Okay, yep, I give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But the Nuggets got a strong big 3: Murray, Joker, Michael Porter Jr. You look at D'Lo, LeBron, and AD. That's gonna be a formidable opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you go down to the West. Ja, then in his 2 or 3, Jackson and
So Bane, I guess.
Bane. Like, they're gonna be strong. They got a strong bench as well. Like, it's gonna be a lot of team. You can't count the Warriors until they're out. And then New Orleans, the Pelicans, they're gonna come back eventually with their big 3.
Yeah, they gotta get help.
Right, with B.I. and B.I. and C and McCollum and then eventually Zion come back and play. Yeah. So I'm looking at the teams. It's gonna be more than just that. So it's gonna take a lot. We gotta see more. So we're gonna give them time. But for real, this is gonna be a question that we'll visit later down the line.
All right, let's address the Brody, Russell Westbrook. Where do he land? I don't think Utah hasn't bought him out just yet, but they haven't talked about it. If he gets a buyout from Utah, D Springs, I know you got to go. Where do you think Russell lands? Russell Westbrook. Okay. PG want him. Yeah. JD.
be honest with you, I mean, the Clippers may be the best fit, but if he wants to win and still cook like Russ wants to cook, like Russell Wilson cook, he wants to cook, and he willing to take that come out the bench role. I mean, why not maybe the Denver Nuggets? Why not the Phoenix Suns?
Him and KD.
Coming off the bench? I mean, why not? I mean, if you want to come off the bench, absolutely. If you want to come off the bench, Miami, the Heat, they need some scoring. You want to come off the bench? I'm just saying, I'm willing. If you want to come off the bench and he's want to take on that role, then yes. Why not those guys? Why not those teams? Those are the teams I would love to see Russ on. For own selfish reasons and the simple fact that I want him to win something eventually. Right? I mean, people say Russ needs his own team, but man, listen, Utah's not it.
Yeah.
Young team trying to still develop, they're going to buy him out. You know, that was just a strategic move. Get some cap money back. Right? They need more money. Sign that young team. They signed Selton before the season started. They got the kid, was it marketing?
Laurie
Marketing, whatever his name. They got him.
Yeah.
They got guys who out there who they got to sign. They got to give them money. They got to give them money eventually. So the Jazz wants to just create some more cap space for themselves. Smart move on them. But man, listen, if I'm Russ, you want to cook, Russ, you want to get out there and do your thing. Those are the teams I would look at.
Yeah, Denver will be a good look. Right? I think he may be in Philly, right? You know, just to have another.
I don't feel it has the cap space for him.
Yeah,
I don't feel like Philly can pay for him. Philly can't really do anything. And then you wouldn't want to take the ball out of what's the kid name that came out of Kentucky?
Is it Terrence Mann? Oh man, out of Florida State.
No, out of Kentucky. The kid with the braids.
Yeah. I'm thinking, the Clippers, they damn remind me of each other. Jesus Christ.
Don't worry about it. You don't want to take
Maxey.
Maxey. You want to take the ball out of his hands. That's really what Russ is.
Yeah.
And he's a better version of Russ right now.
What about Milwaukee? They gave away George Hill.
Yeah, but George Hill was old enough. He wasn't playing.
They needed a backup point guard.
Yeah, they got one, Carter. He's a backup point guard.
He better than Carter, Russ.
Nah, man, he's not a good player for Milwaukee. It's not for their style of play. You know, they're not very. They're not. No.
I don't even like him with the Clippers. Because 9 times out of 10, PG or Kawhi gonna have the ball in their hand.
I mean, the Clippers can be a good situation for him, but I really do like him with the Nuggets coming off the bench. If he wants to take a coming off the bench role, the Nuggets are a great team for him. Phoenix Sun needs scoring coming off the bench. They're gonna need it. He's a great for him. They can go out there and just score. Those are the teams I look at and say who he can fit in and can just play that natural role as a scorer.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. You know, this should be an interesting week. Utah hasn't bought him out yet, but we're going to see how that play out. These Springs, before you go to your game at 4 o'clock, bro, what was your thoughts on the Lakers, Wolves, and Utah trade? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I don't understand that, man. Like he will probably always have an advantage at the 5, but when you play the 4, you want to go against Giannis, and Giannis ate them boys alive the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He got whatever he wanted. He went to the basket when he wanted to a point where he shot a 3, hit it, pump fake, and then he jumped up in the air. And everybody was like, why did he jump? like everybody was like, why did he jump? He was like, but he was so afraid that he already hit that 3 in his face.
Shit, let him hit another one. Yeah, he go get her. Yeah, that boy soft.
Yeah, he's definitely got a reputation of not. I don't know if you saw, but he has a reputation now. Like people see it, they think he's very talented, but they can tell like sometimes his mind just ain't there.
Nah, he's not mentally tough at all. All right, bro. Good luck on the game, bro. I expect a blowout, bro. Don't catch no L. All right, bro, man. Yeah. Yeah, I like the Laker trade, man. I think it gives them flexibility now from a cap standpoint, but now you have some shooter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like the Bamba trade. I wanted them to get Bamba last year from Orlando because, like I said, now you got a stretch five, right? You got a young kid that you can build around from a long-term standpoint if you want to re-sign him. And that's what gives them with the D'Angelo. I know they want Kyrie, but Kyrie going to give you 20, 25 big games.
Right.
D'Angelo's up and coming. Seems like he's more mature than the first time he was in L.A. And he's 26.
That's the stopping point for
Yeah.
D'Angelo.
You know, he's 20.
He's not going to be there.
Yeah, he's 26, free agent. So he gives the Lakers a lot of flexibility. They didn't give up a lot in all the moves that they made. The 2027 pick, you know, it's lottery protected, top 4 protected. So, you know, if it falls within the top 4, of course it goes to the second round. But I like what they're doing. But is it too late? Right? It's like 26 games left.
25 and 31, right?
Yeah, 26, 25 games
it can
left.
be that. I mean, if you want to see,
they got to get going now. Yeah, they got to get going, especially with the West getting a lot better. And these teams, and I thought Sacramento would come back. They're not going nowhere. You know, Denver going to be there.
No, you said.
I thought they would.
Sacramento was going to eventually
I thought they would.
lose pace of where they are right now.
Yes.
They're
playing well. Shout out to Mike
A
Brown.
young, aggressive, talented team.
Mike Brown got them playing ball.
And, you know.
And, I like the Lakers with the Wolves. Utah, they just stockpiling picks. Danny Ainge did the same thing in Boston.
Yeah.
Hopefully those picks turn into something.
I mean, it's the same thing that Brooklyn's doing. Brooklyn's they're just trying to stock. You know, you might as well just stock up on talent. Be competitive enough when people show up in the stands. You got to sell something to the fans.
Yeah.
So you might as well just stay in that lane until you eventually, you win out. Like, I mean, until you win something. Until you get the type of talent you need. I mean, Detroit's doing the same thing. They probably should let go of I think it was Bonjon. I think it was Bogdanovich. Yeah, they should let him go. They should trade him. Get more picks, get more talent. You're not getting younger. Cunningham's hurt. Yeah. Jalen, I love that kid. Balling. Mm-hmm. Big baller. 2 Jalen's, my friend. They have 2 Jalen's on the team. And they both balling. Yeah. And they both balling. So, listen, you're a young team, you're trying to build capital, build your capital. Yeah. Right? But, yeah, I'm excited that the Lakers finally are putting something out there that we can actually watch. We're getting tired of Lakers games being on TV, and we're still having to watch them play. Yeah. And even though we're watching them play, and they're playing, and we're like, oh, the Lakers, they're awful.
Yeah, they come down AD, bro.
I thought it was a little petty that LeBron got Thomas Bryant traded because he put his hands up when he thought he was open. You know what I mean?
He was open, but he should have known he wouldn't get that.
I thought that was a little petty move on LeBron, said, man, get him out of here. But at the end of the day, bro, LeBron, here's the thing what I don't understand. And we can talk about this. We can kind of switch pivots a little bit. I was watching a discussion for that Draymond Green was having about who's the GOAT and LeBron's the GOAT. And I thought it was interesting because Draymond was laying out the foundation that LeBron being the GOAT, him beating the greatest assembled team ever, with them being 7-3-9, made LeBron the GOAT. Mm. And he brought other adjectives as well, a description of why he felt like LeBron's the GOAT. But I was so focused on that part because I was wondering, when did we come to a society where we're no longer giving props or showing our appreciation for people who are a great player being on a great team? Mm-hmm. Why Jordan ain't the greatest player ever? Because he played on he was the leader and the best player on a 72-10 team. Mm-hmm. If you're 72-10 and you're the first team to ever win 70 games, why you ain't the greatest? Why you and you're the greatest? You're at that point you're the lead. Mm-hmm. You're the face of the league. You're the best player. Why that would not make you the GOAT? Is it because are we still in this? I mean, is that more of an underdog situation where you're like, LeBron beat that team? Like, I mean, I don't understand it. Like, I couldn't understand. Like, look, basically Jordan, who was on the greatest team, to me, they're the greatest team. Some because they actually won the championship.
Yeah.
And what I didn't understand was, as being that they won that championship and they were the greatest team to me, in my opinion. That means they did what they supposed to do.
Yeah.
They went and won it. I didn't get it. Like, I didn't get it in just the whole LeBron situation. Yes, LeBron has amazing stats. Amazing stats. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
The level of greatness he's sustained over a period of time has been amazing. But that don't make you the GOAT. Because the longevity's there. That don't make you the GOAT. You're not the most winningest player.
Nah, he's definitely not.
You're also top one in a lot of different areas, like turnovers. A lot of different other things that they have out there. So, like, I just don't get, when we make these arguments, we don't add in that Jordan went to college for 3 years. So when he came out, he was 21. LeBron came at 18. We don't put that out there. We don't put those things out there. It's kind of like we're making these arguments and we're putting it in a span of career. So we put in 13 years, and we put in 13 on 13, or we put in 38 and 38. LeBron's team is 25-31. Michael Jordan team is 62 and 20, and just was on and won another championship. I'm starting to get to a point where we're making these arguments and they're not making sense to me anymore.
It's good for TV, man.
It just don't make sense.
Good for
It's like
shows.
well, I feel like he's the GOAT. I feel like I'm like, well, do you take away from Jordan because he led a team that was the greatest team ever? Do you take that away from him?
You shouldn't.
When people say Jordan never won without Pippen, have you seen Pippen's first 5 years of his career?
Yeah.
Everybody says that. Nobody says, well, Pippen's first year, I think he scored like 5 points a game, maybe 5 or 7 points.
He struggled a little bit.
A little bit.
He was rookie. I mean,
he a rookie now.
No, I'm just
But if
saying.
you
But
look at Jordan's rookie year, he didn't average 5 or 7 points a game.
Yeah, Jordan's just a different animal.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't want to make that argument. Everybody like, oh, he won without. He was awful without Pippen. Without Pippen, he was below 500. So you telling me that 7.7 games that Pippen was given made them that much better?
I think Pippen helped them take that next level.
Yeah, when he took the next level.
As he matured over his first few years.
Yeah, but as he matured.
Yeah, and I think
nobody states that, though.
I think once Phil got there, they just went to a whole nother level. Like,
but Phil was on that team. People don't realize Phil got promoted.
Yeah, so it's like it just went until Phil when they got in their groove, like Pippen was dominant. Like, and I think that just took a lot of pressure off Jordan to have to not be the lockdown defender that he needed to be. And it's gonna be a good debate, man, for a lot of years to come.
I just don't. I mean, it's like so many different things that we determine they take out. We media now. We're out here on this podcast. We're talking about it. When you guys do this observation, you got to do it as an entirety.
It's a body of work.
It's like you're just doing it based off like, oh, well, he's the leading scorer. Yeah, it's amazing what he's done. He's probably been the most healthiest athlete ever too. And so we don't add that in, but then we add in like, he played in 10 finals. Yeah, that's true. But everybody's 8 on LeBron's watch.
Oh, no question.
Steph is a 4-time champion on LeBron's watch.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen on Jordan's watch.
Oh, no doubt, Jordan.
I think what's his name made I think it was Jalen Rose put some information out there when he was out there talking about different stuff, and he made a great perception out there or evaluation. He was talking about how if Jordan didn't sit out those 2 years, there's a good possibility he could have won 8 straight.
That's a good possibility.
There's a good possibility he could have won 8 straight, or at least another.
Do you think
he could have won 7 out of 8?
So do you think if he did not sit out that year and a half or 2 seasons, do you think he would have had that other 3-peat though? Because I think burnout would have come into play.
Would burnout come into play?
I think that's why
maybe health would come into play.
Right, just from a mental fatigue. It's a lot getting to the finals, digging them deep playoff runs every single year.
That's very
right?
true.
It's hard, right? So if he didn't sit out, I don't think the other 3-peat happens. I don't know. Like it's all hearsay, right? We don't know.
100% is hearsay.
But at the end of the day, like it would have been good to see because them 2 Rockets teams was nice.
They were very nice.
So it would have been good to see.
But they were aging out too.
Yeah. And they only had a short window.
They had a short window, and they were aging out. That's why the next season, like 2 years after they beat Orlando, right? What did they do after that? They had that war game. They had that war series the year before with New York to Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
And then after they beat Orlando, that was it. So it was just like, we were all watching this and we're seeing this happening, but it was a lot of different things that happened out there. Like they beat Orlando, they couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, it would have been good to see. It definitely would have been good to see. Olajuwon was dominant. And of course, the Bulls ain't had nobody to stop him inside. They didn't have nobody to stop Jordan. Like I would have loved to see it. Like I definitely would have loved to see it.
To me, that's more of a conversation than anything else. What the Rockets team would have did against the Bulls team.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole Jordan and LeBron situation that we got going on, man, like it don't even make sense. Shout out to Magic for hugging LeBron with that Jordan T-shirt on. Shout out to Magic. Shout out to the Bronny clan, to the James clan for wearing Jordans at the game. Like shout out to those people, man. But like, I just don't understand. Like, can we eventually put the window with Kobe and LeBron more together than anything else? Like, right. So a lot of people say LeBron. I read somebody LeBron was the best player in the league. Like what? He came in 2004 by 2007. Was he? Wasn't Kobe still playing?
Kobe still.
And was Kobe still winning championships?
Yep.
Like, I mean, what are we doing, man?
Yeah, good debate. Like
what we doing? Like, it's just it's to me, it comes out of nowhere with a lot of stuff. The terminology we're coming with, man. It's like, bro, come on.
I think people would have probably given a nod to Kobe as the best in the league when he was at his apex because he was winning championships. Right? Yeah, LeBron had the splash. We know he didn't have a great team in Cleveland, but Kobe was that dude.
Well, we always bring up the year that he took Cleveland to the championship with those players.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal feat,
and they was always talking about how, like, him doing that when he brought in with a bunch of janitors and a bunch of janitors. And everybody talks about like they had a bunch of janitors on that team.
It wasn't. I mean, I don't know who the second. Mo Williams might have been the second best player on that team.
Mo Williams wasn't on that team.
So what? Shit, Gauskas, I guess, probably was the best, second best.
And they had
Danielle Marshall.
They had the kid from Texas,
Booby. Yeah, so it's like you couldn't even name who to really giving LeBron any help really to get out the East at the time.
But that could have been just a very less talented Eastern Conference at that time. And do we ever talk about how, like, maybe, just maybe, the Warriors and Draymond, you just collapsed.
Yeah.
And that you lost, and you may be the greatest team assembled, but maybe you just didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, and I don't even think the Warriors could have been a middle of the pack team that made it to the finals. Just coming back from down 3 games to 1 makes it impactful, right? Yeah, it was a 73-win team, and I think that's why he probably felt his greatest, makes him to go because of that. But even if Golden State wasn't a 73-win team, just to come back from 3-1.
But that's not the first time it's been done.
It's remarkable,
That's not the first time it's been done.
To win a champion in the NBA Finals.
Maybe the finals. Yeah, but that's not the first time. It just happened. It happened the series before that for the Warriors.
But it's just remarkable, though.
The
Warriors were stacked.
It's a great feat. But the same team if the Warriors were stacked, why did it take them 6 games to beat them the year before?
Yeah.
Without Kyrie, without Kevin Love.
Yeah.
If they were so stacked.
No doubt about it. And they had to go get KD.
So it's just like this notion that they were so great. No, they had a great season. Mm-hmm. They had a great regular season. They played very well that regular season. But we put it out there like these dudes were just unbeatable. And LeBron beating them was the reason why he's so great. Yeah, great. LeBron's great. But maybe just you took 6 games just to beat him last year. Yeah. He didn't have nobody out there.
Sure didn't.
So like, what is it like? Maybe you're evaluating yourself and your team at a level, maybe you're beyond what you really should be evaluating.
Oh yeah, he putting his team.
You put your team up there like your team was up, but your team didn't win it.
Yeah, happy fail.
Come on, man. I just don't get it. Yeah. It really bothered me when I listened to what's been going on. Shout out to LeBron for winning the scoring title, man, and not playing the 3 games, the game before and the game afterwards.
And he out tonight.
Shout out to you. Shout out to that, man. Shout out for not playing tomorrow. You know your team needs you.
Yeah, they need him bad.
That's tough, bro.
But it's on AD though, bro. Like AD got to be the guy.
AD can't be the guy if he needs some help too, man.
Yeah, no
doubt. He need help. That's tough, man.
But yeah, it's another one in the books. Thanks for showing up, JD.
Well, man, I was a little late because I had some things I had to go do. You know what I mean? And I had some other stuff to do. I had to drive out here, so I had some things to do, man. But back next week, man. We'll be back online doing this. If we don't do it next week, are we? We're out next week, aren't we?
Out next week.
Yeah, so we're out next week, but then when we come back, man, it'll be an online flavor moving forward. This is you and Keith.
Yeah,
So man, you know, but
we'll show
man,
up.
it's always gonna be good. It's all love, man, and shout out to everybody who keep listening to us.
Yes, sir.
As we keep
listening
doing
to
this
us.
podcast,
Yes,
keep
sir.
doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah.
Keep supporting, keep riding with us.
That's it,
We out.
man. Hey man, hold on for 1 second, man. Let's cut this down for 1 second. Come on, before you fold out. I know we're about to roll out, but we gotta have one more discussion point. Because I gotta hear this conversation right quick, man. Get your thoughts on it before we get out of here. Folks, sorry, but sometimes we do this, we jump back into it. And we didn't put this on our tops, we should have talked about it. Your thoughts, before I dive into it first. Your thoughts on Brent Favre suing Shannon Sharp, Pat McAfee, and other people for making those comments, those alleged comments that he had been taking money from the state as far as public welfare.
I mean, he's just trying to take the heat off his ass. He know he's dead wrong, and now he's trying to, get money. And I don't think he has a pot to piss in with this lawsuit. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, people can talk about anybody who they want to. It's a free country. And, the First Amendment, first rights, you can, pretty much say what you want. That was their opinion. McAfee, Shannon Sharp, and many other people, right?
Because Shannon Sharp called him a scumbag.
And I think that could be more than just that situation. And it was an unfortunate situation, bro. He's a millionaire. Like, he didn't have to have this to do, right? He could have did it the right way. And, for the most part, bro, this has been swept under the rug, right? Nobody's talking about this no more since that happened. It stayed on the front news for about a hot minute. And for him to have this lawsuit, I mean, it's all smoke, bro. At the end of the day, I don't think he will win this case because people have the right to say what they want, their First Amendment, right? And it's unfortunate that this did not get enough press, bro.
I mean,
even if he paid the money back, I don't care.
It didn't get any press at all, man, which is always the issue.
Yeah.
When things are addressed to the underserved and to the public and underserved. When you're dealing with situations like this, that you wish you would have some form of a solution that helps the public.
Yep.
Like, whereas if their funds have been taken to utilize in other areas, where are they?
Yeah.
Nobody's heard about where these funds are.
Him or the governor. Like,
The governor, like, where
all of them need to be put in jail.
What's going on with it? Like, if there is a determination, like, is a situation wise, and the funds are missing, why are we not hearing about why these funds are missing?
Yep.
And where are they? Because we ain't hear them. We don't know where they're at.
Nope.
We have no idea where these funds are.
No challenge.
And so it's just like no challenge, no nothing. It's just, conversations, things being had, things being discussed without any solution at all. And we want to know what the solution is. What is determination? What's the solution?
Yeah, it's
Because
unfortunate.
it's unfortunate that we're having to sit here and literally give our opinion on something that has not given out a lot of information or facts at all.
Nope.
So we're just out here want to know what's going on. What is the factor here? Like, I mean, what's your determination? Is there going to be an investigation?
It should be.
Is there an investigation going on? What's going on within this organization that we can find some type of solution? Because the city, the public needs to know. The state of Mississippi should know. The communities, the people who support the Mississippi, who pay their taxes, should know.
Yep.
Like, what's happening with this investigation, or litigation, whatever's happening here, that we are not getting more information to, so the public can be at least have some knowledge of it, so then our speculation keep moving forward. Because that's all we're doing. We're speculating. We're just speculating and trying to understand, asking him, hey, what's going on? Like, what's happening here? What's happening there? There's nothing happening.
No chatter.
And it is absolutely insensible that this dude, if he did this, that he's not being charged.
Yep, held accountable, bro. It's unfortunate.
It's just unfortunate.
If he was black, unfortunately, it would have been a lot more severe penalty. I guarantee it. That just been somebody black. Unfortunately, that's you played a race card, but unfortunately, if it was someone black, this would have been headline news and probably still be making news.
And that's an issue.
Yeah.
That's an absolute issue. And we're getting to a point where it's just it's just not something that we I'm to a point where it's just not making sense. So Mississippi, get together. We need to understand what's going on.
Yeah, get your shit.
We want to speak about something. We want to speak facts, man. I want to point to figure out some guy if he's not guilty.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things going up on this situation that is just not being exposed, and it seems like people are trying to bury this. And hopefully, whatever people who listen to us, the people who listen out there in the communities and out there in the world, online, beyond, don't let this get buried.
Yeah.
Let this become front page news, so a solution can be handled.
Yeah,
It can be had.
and I don't care if he did pay the money back. It's still
Right.
dead wrong from the jump.
Right.
It's just unfortunate, man.
Exactly. Now, one more thing. There's been an announcement came out. The Ravens are possibly looking to trade Lamar. Real quick, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, if I'm Lamar, bro, I feel disrespected. Trade me. Right? I've done everything for this organization over the last 5 years. Played hurt, won MVP, couple playoff wins. And if you don't want me, then trade me. Send me to somewhere that want me, that will value me.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, you don't want me. You don't want to pay what the going rate is for a quarterback. I don't care if he ain't the greatest passer in the world. Like, he won an MVP. He got the numbers. He got the accolades. Pay him accordingly, right? The average salary probably at least $40 million, guaranteed at least for a single season, right? Don't franchise him. Don't play with him. If you don't want him, just trade him.
We should make that trade.
Absolutely. I mean, if you don't want him, why not you can at least get a few firsts. You'll get something for him if the Ravens don't want him. So if I'm the Ravens, you already said you don't want him if you didn't sign him after year 4. Because now these organizations, if you got your QB, you locking him up after year 3, year 4. For you to go all the way year 5, you don't want him. So just trade him.
You mean do you think he played his hand well?
Nah, I mean, you can say with the not having an agent, I get it, right? But this is not rocket science.
Mm-hmm.
Too many contracts are a public record. You know what the other quarterbacks are signing for, right? All you need is a great lawyer to dissect the contract and say what you want,
Right.
right? And at the end of the day, it's about the guaranteed money. If I say I want 200 or 236 what Deshaun got, the rest of it don't matter with the contract length and all that. Like, it comes down to the guaranteed money and how I want it, whether it's March 1st, the 3rd year, just how you break it down. But it's too much history out here, it's too much knowledge out here now where, yeah, I get it, your agent goes to fight for you, but, bro, at the end of the day, from a quarterback standpoint, you know what the starting point is.
Right.
There's too many other quarterbacks that have done it for this is what I want. Should he have an agent? That's his or that. That's on him, right? But at the end of the day, you know what the starting point is. If the Ravens don't want to do it, then trade the man. Don't play around and franchise him for this year, next year. Then the price is gonna go up.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? That's front page news that just came out today. The possibility that the Ravens may trade Lamar Jackson.
Do it. If I'm him, I'm pushing
But
for
if you're
it.
gonna trade, you're gonna reset your organization.
Man,
As
listen.
that, or you must feel like quarterbacks in this draft that you can draft this year is gonna replace that style of offense. And maybe going and get a new OC was the beginning of the end.
Maybe.
Right?
Or get the boy from Florida. I think he has a late first round projection.
Yeah.
He's kind of has that style of Lamar, right?
Yeah, but that's not a guarantee. You still got to build that offense.
Yeah, and the Ravens
And the
have
Ravens are now in a win now situation.
absolutely, but they got a good structure. We don't know who their new OC gonna be, what kind of direction they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But they've always put together a solid team. But they're built on defense.
Yeah, that's where all the money is.
Right, so they built on defense, running game, and we just need a quarterback not to make a lot of mistakes. So I know the Ravens will probably be fine because they took a chance on Lamar, right? Even though they had Joe Flacco there, I think at the time when he came there, but the Ravens gonna be fine. I just think they're one of them organizations that just find a way to grind it out and just trying to compete with Cincinnati.
I think a lot of it's because maybe this is just a warning shot to Lamar. They want that news to get out there, so that Lamar can maybe calm down and make a decision, right? Come to the table, play the little ball. Hey, we'll trade you. But I don't know. We're gonna see. This is gonna be a very interesting. I think at this point that comes out, Lamar's gonna come back and say, "Listen, just get me out of here.
Get him. Like,
Just get me out of here.
You don't want me." It clearly shows it.
Yeah.
Especially after year 4, you don't pay your top quarterback. Like, that just shows you don't want me.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they should have paid him for the Browns signed Deshaun.
He set the
Should have
market.
paid him.
Do you
Should've
think?
paid him.
So look, when Joe Burrow come up for his contract this year, let's say he asks for $240 guaranteed, you think the Cincinnati Bengals gonna be like, now?
They're gonna be like, yes.
Exactly. Like, so, like, that's the starting point. That's the benchmark. And Lamar has better stats. Even though he won an MVP, Joe Burrow hasn't. Justin Herbert hasn't. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just blatant that they don't want the man. And if I'm him, I'm pushing for a trade.
Yeah. Well, I agree with him. Good discussion right there.
Yes,
I
sir.
like it.
Yep.
All right, brother. Get us out of here.
We out of here. Yeah, if I'm Lamar, get me fuck up out of here. They clearly don't want